Like father, like son. I have a big farm with lots of fields, crops, and animals. My son Sam helps me take care of everything. We feed the animals, pick vegetables and fruits and check on the crops every day. But his favorite part is feeding the pigs. Sam was very interested in breeding pigs. He would often ask me, "Dad, when are we going to buy some piglets?" So I decided to surprise him for his birthday. I went to the market and bought the biggest piglet I could find and brought it home without telling anyone. The next day was Sam's birthday party. I invited all of his friends over for the afternoon. They all played tag and hide and seek until they were tired and hungry. Then I surprised them by bringing out the piglet. All of the children laughed and screamed with joy. It was so cute. Sam was overjoyed. He hugged and kissed the little piglet and said, "Thank you, Dad. I love you." Then he took the lead and started showing off to his friends. He taught them how to feed the piglet and where to pet it so it wouldn't bite. The kids stayed on the farm for dinner. And after they ate, I took them all to see the pig pen one last time before they left. Sam was still showing off in front of his friends. He was so proud of himself for being the only one who could control the pig. When they arrived at the pig pen, there was no trace of the piglet anywhere to be seen. All of the children gasped in surprise. "Where is it?" I asked Sam. "I don't know," he replied, shaking his head. "I just showed them a minute ago." Then we heard some noises coming from inside the barn. We opened the door and saw the piglet standing on a pile of hay with a sheep in its mouth. The children started to scream and run away. Sam and I looked at each other in disbelief. What did the piglet do with the sheep? Did it eat it? We couldn't see its face because it was covered in hay. So we went inside to investigate. But when we got closer, we realized that the piglet had simply put its snout under the sheep's belly and was gently licking its back. The sheep didn't seem to mind at all. It was lying down with its eyes closed. As we watched, Sam slowly came up with an idea. He took some hay and put it near the piglet. Then he went outside and whistled. A moment later, a sheep came running towards us. It was the same one that had been in the pen with the piglet. Sam repeated this several times, and soon we had gathered quite a large flock of sheep around the piglet. It seemed happy to see them. Every time a sheep approached, the piglet would rub against its leg and lick its back. It was too cute. At that moment, I understood what Sam was trying to do. He wanted to herd the sheep like a dog. This was incredible. Until then, I had never heard of or seen a pig herding sheep. But Sam had managed to teach the piglet to do it. I was so proud of my son. He had shown responsibility, patience, kindness, and bravery. Most importantly, he had shown compassion for the animals, which was the most important quality of all. That day, Sam won first place at the National Children's Competition for his amazing pig. He received a trophy and a certificate. But the best gift was the smile on his face. As I watched him play with the sheep and pigs, I knew that he would grow up to be a great man. Sometimes people say bad things about farmers, but they don't realize that we have a deep connection with our animals. It's not just a job. It's a way of life. When I look at my pigs, I see more than just animals. I see companions, friends. When I feed them or pet them, I feel a deep sense of connection. It's not just about food or affection. It's about building relationships. These are living creatures with their own personalities and needs. They deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Farmers work hard to provide for their animals. They make sure they have enough food and water. They also provide shelter and medical care. Farmers take pride in their animals and enjoy spending time with them. They may participate in agricultural shows or competitions to show off their hard work and dedication. Overall, farmers have a special bond with their animals. They understand their behavior and needs and provide them with the care they require. This relationship is based on mutual respect and creates a deep sense of fulfillment for the farmers. When I tell people about my farm, they often ask me why I chose this way of life. It wasn't an easy decision. In fact, I struggled for years to decide what I wanted to do with my life. I considered many different careers, but none of them felt right. Then I came across farming. At first, it didn't appeal to me. I thought it was boring and outdated. But the more I learned about it, the more interested I became. So I decided to give it a try. Looking back, I'm glad I took that chance. Farming has taught me so much about myself and the world around me. I've learned the importance of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. I've also learned to appreciate the natural world and the animals in it. Most importantly, I've learned that farming is more than just a job. It's a way of life. It's a way of connecting with something bigger than myself. It's a way of making a positive impact on the world. Every day I wake up before sunrise and watch the sun come up over the fields. I feel a sense of peace and tranquility. I know that I'm part of something bigger than myself. I'm part of the natural cycle of life. Farming is challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. When I see the crops I planted growing and producing food, I feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. When I see the animals I care for thriving and healthy, I feel a deep sense of satisfaction. Farming is a way of life that requires hard work, dedication, and passion. It's not for everyone, but for those who love it, there's nothing else they'd rather do. I hope that one day my children will understand the value of farming and the importance of preserving our way of life.